On this episode of iProperty NTTV Vodcast podcast, Marie-Clare Boothby.
Hello.
Hey MC.
It's good to be here.
Nice to see you and thank you for coming into our studio. Look,
It's a great studio.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, really great.
Not everyone knows where it is and we have multiple locations as well. So.
You do.
Now, the reason you're here, MC, is not an interview style. I've been watching you on Facebook, I've been watching you on Snapchat, Instagram, I've been watching you everywhere.
You have, I know.
You're fucking brilliant.
You did say it was going to be raw.
Yeah.
You did say it was going to be raw.
And Gals is just over there. We can't turn the camera. There we go, there he is. There, we can't turn the camera to Gals, can we? Alright. And look, you're everywhere, and recently you've taken over Jeff Goodrich. Now if I say anything wrong, she will fix it up.
Yeah. Can I just go back a step?
Yeah.
When you say that I'm brilliant on all those avenues, I am actually just being myself on all those avenues.
Yep.
So I think that's probably the key here, that people think that you need to act or practice or, you know, make it really awesome first and then go and post publicly.
Yeah.
But I've learned very quickly that that's not the case. In fact, the opposite is true. The more raw, the more crazy, the more embarrassing, and just being you, and then you document, it just works.
Do you see why she's impressive? Now, I'm not bagging any chicks out there, I wouldn't do that. But many a times I've said to people randomly, I said, let's do something, let's record you right now, let's get your business out there, or let's get you out there. And they're like, oh no, I can't go on camera now.
Yeah. Do you remember and I think Lauren actually pushed me to this, the 10-day live challenge?
Yeah.
So it started because I wrote a post on Facebook about all my excuses as to why I didn't want to go live. Yep. And I can't remember every excuse, but they were the normal, you know, I haven't had enough sleep, I'm too tired, I haven't done my makeup, I haven't had a shower, I don't know what to say, blah, blah, there's heaps of them. And so many people commented on that saying, just do it, you know, it's great, just do it. But they didn't want to do it. All those people didn't want to do it. So I did it. It was really awesome because we had a few people jump on board, not as many as I would like, but the fact is I did do 10 days of lives, and the best one I had was that I did, like the best reach and the most engagement was when I did it at the gym.
Wow, really?
Yeah, after a workout.
Why did you do this?
Because I tagged the gym. I'm part of a PT group, so all those ladies were watching. Yeah. And I talked about the PT trainer and just basically talked about how terrifying it was when you first start at the gym after being off for a long time and feeling really unfit.
Really raw.
And and I looked probably at my worst. But that live was reshared and watched so many times. I don't even remember the numbers. But compared to the other 9 lives I did, that was the best.
And correct me if I'm wrong, the very last one you did, was it over on holidays? You had one more to go? Is that right?
That's right, yes. Yes, I was in Bali and we were swimming in the pool and my friends were like, yeah, do a live. And they didn't want to be in it, but then they agreed to play, which was nice. So yeah, and it was really awesome actually because I talked a bit about how backwards Australia and Darwin is in terms of...
We're going to talk a lot about it.
Right. In general, please, in general.
Of course.
Reiterate.
Of course.
I think that one was about the Wi-Fi services, that everywhere you go in Bali, you just get onto Wi-Fi. But it's not just about the end user being able to use Wi-Fi, which is really convenient. It was about the fact that most places I went to use their Wi-Fi, I had to register and log in with Facebook or something else, which means they now have all of my details and they can retarget me if I'm back in that area. And like I've seen that happen and it's wonderful. We don't do enough of it here in Australia, particularly Darwin. And yeah, so that's what I was sharing about that live that day. So, yeah.
On that,
jumping around a bit,
just giving,
as we do.
There's some gold in there, and when you were doing your lives, did you ever have that problem? I've seen people do lives and then the phone rings and it fucks up their lives. So
like the world ends because the phone rings.
Yeah. A good tip for you, if you're going to do lives, switch it to airplane mode, go on Wi-Fi and your live will not get disturbed.
My phone never rang. That's a problem. I wish it did.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
It does, but it didn't through the lives. But interestingly enough, there were one time in particular I went to go live and my Wi-Fi froze.
Okay.
And it's nerve-wracking enough as it is and then you don't know if you're live or not because you can't see on the screen and you're just like looking in and you're thinking people are seeing up my nose, and so I don't think it went live, but so I was very nervous after that. So, and I talked about being nervous on the live.
Oh, really wrong.
Really wrong. The other time was which could have gone haywire was when my son came behind me and wanted to have a chat, and you know, he could have said and done anything and I could have reacted anyway, but
you just rolled with it.
I rolled with it and actually said, because he doesn't like being on Facebook very much, unlike me, and I said, do you know that you're on Facebook right now? No, and he ran off. So
he ran off.
Yeah, yeah.
Normally you they go
yeah. Well, the other child, Kobe, would have done it, definitely.
Kobe. Bless you, Kobe.
Yes.
All right, and so can we go on to? Is it right? We talk about territory.
Yeah. Sorry, I jumped around.
No, that's okay. That's fine. That's awesome content right there for everyone. But you know, I asked you, didn't I not call you about a week ago? Hey, nice to chat again, Marie-Clare. What the hell is territory proud? Was that not exactly what I said?
You absolutely said that. Yeah, and you are not alone.
Right.
And the reality is that there is a lot of branding around the place. So you might see stickers on cars or on shop fronts and things like that. But a lot of people probably don't know, and that's just because people just seem to turn off these days. So
short attention spans.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much information. But Territory Proud, it was founded 15 years ago, and you mentioned Jeff before, Jeff Goodrich. He founded it. It was a group of businesses, mainly small businesses, that came together and they used the brand Territory Proud to show other locals that they were a territory business. So either owned and or operated and or employ local people.
So you just
So it grew, and we're sitting now I think at about 300 members in 15 years. 300
members in 15 years. So it grew to people being part. What did you have to do to be part of Territory Proud?
So you just joined up and you paid a fee. There was an annual fee based on the size of the business.
Yeah. Okay.
And it allowed you to use the branding and the marketing, not only in your own promos that you might be doing, but also another big ticket item for them was on tender submissions. Especially these days, you've got local content that you need to adhere to. So being part of Territory Proud is one of the things that you can use in that tender submission. So that's how they just join up, and we ended up with a group of businesses who would come together, do the normal networking things. So
it's also a networking group as well.
Yeah, it is like that. In the past, there were some events that were held, and you support each other in like so.
Love it. Okay, all right, and so you took over this Territory Proud.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. So Jeff.
Yes.
I'd been on the committee for about 12 months after being as a member for a long time, and Jeff said he wanted to move on and do some other things, and he thought it was time for a refresh, and I said, oh, that's great, but who's the succession plan? We need to find somebody. And he said, well, I thought that maybe you'd want to do it. So I had to think about it, and it did line up. Like, I've been in business my whole life. I'm all about business, and because that's what business is, who employs people, and then of course if you have work and you have money coming to your family. So I said, yep, I would stand as chair, and I was elected unopposed. And
unopposed?
Anyway. And just started to work with the committee, so that there's a new committee, but it's a combination of a few of the existing committee members and some new ones as well.
Sure.
And I'll give you a bit of an insight to the type of people they are. I can even name them if you want to, but we sat around on one of our first committee meetings and decided we need to come up with like a goal or a vision.
Yep.
And we decided that we would grow the membership from the 300 odd number to 1,000.
So how many years did it take to get to 300?
15.
15 years?
Yeah.
300 members? Then you've come along.
Well, no, not just me, the committee.
The committee. Committee's come along. The refresh committee has come along.
The refresh committee, yeah. And we have said we're going to get to 1,000 members. And when they said, do you mean this year? Yes, this year.
By the end of the year, you're getting to 1,000, but it's taken
But I must say, we were met with some resistance about that. They were like, oh, don't you think you're being a bit unrealistic? And yeah, we said to them, well, maybe, but you know, if we're all working hard towards that goal, and if we don't achieve that and we fall just shy, how good is that?
That is brilliant.
How good is it?
You've set yourself a
It doesn't matter
astronomical target.
about the big number. It matters that we're working towards that.
Perfect.
Because otherwise, and Territory Proud is probably like many other groups where it's voluntary.
Yeah, okay.
So all of the people that are involved are busy running their own businesses.
Right.
So it can be really easy, and I've seen this happen in other groups where there's not enough man hours or resources to be able to make stuff happen like that. So it's about, the goal was about setting it so it's far enough away that we could work towards that. And so far, it's been, when I share that message and the other committee members share that message, it's quite positive, and people want to know, well, how can I get involved? How can I help? You know, what can we do to grow this number? In fact, 2 nights ago when I was at another event talking about Territory Proud, I had a member say to me, 1,000? That's easy. You could do that so easily. You need to make it higher. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
Start with 1,000.
Absolutely.